only they could. As if out of thin, humid air from a tunnel of untamed brush atop the sweltering blacktop road emerges a yellow school bus full of children. It lurches into view in front of the ranch, the driver riding the rusty brakes which continue their blaring protest. The young lives aboard the bus are bouncing in their seats. The namesake of their oppressor stenciled along the side of their chariot, Mater Elementary School. The kids, frantic as fire ants, sense their arrival on this long-awaited field trip, built on the backs of underpaid teachers and exhausted parents and tattered permission slips signed at the last minute. These kids are the summer schoolers, the victims of poor grades or poor manners, neither of which is their fault, in most cases, enduring their August penance, filled with spelling tests and word problems and, mercifully, today's outing. A total of 17 students make up the third-grade summer school class, median age 8, all of them somehow bound to the soil of Mater. Their parents own farms here, work on farms here, run supply lines for farms here. But none of these kids have ever seen a farm like this one, or met a farmer like this one, a farmer mom like Chrissy. Polite Society Ranch is well manicured and beautiful. Animals are treated with love, not as property, never as a future meal. The sign out front has the ranch slogan stenciled clearly and in a stately font, exactly as Chrissy requested of the artist. A place of dignity. Encircled in white picket fencing, a large clearing with grass as green as a tree frog gives rise to 5 structures. The barn is painted bright blue. The chicken coop is bright blue. The kennel is bright blue. The stables are bright blue. And Chrissy's home is bright blue. It's a shade presenting as cheery but grounded, exactly as she requested from her handyman. On perfect days, when she's not hunkered down because of rain or blinded by sweat or rushing to feed this animal or that, she notices that the blue of her house perfectly matches the blue of the sky. And Chrissy nods with pride, as if receiving confirmation that she and God are in cahoots. The yellow bus screams and growls into the driveway of Polite Society Ranch, barely clearing the ditch. Finally, those poor brakes do their job, delivering the day's headache to Chrissy's feet. "Let's do it," Chrissy says to Polly, her chief farmhand, who stands at her right side, at least for now. "Remember the rules, respect, dignity, and don't hog-tie anyone under 9 years old unless it's an emergency." "Sorry about that," Polly says through his square jaw. He's somewhere in his mid-20s, though in Mater, value comes not from time lived, but from time lived on a farm, and by that metric, Polly is practically an old man. "Close your mouth, please," Chrissy says to Polly, who's as stunned as she is that so many kids are on the bus. Chrissy wasn't even expecting a bus. She was expecting the old Mater elementary van. This will strain the schedule, she thinks. Except for his look of shock at the day's oversized tour, Polly is otherwise exact in mandated appearance, as are the other staffers milling about. Blue jeans, white t-shirt tucked in, clean fingernails. At last, Polly has stopped wearing his ratty baseball cap. For months, Chrissy issued polite signals to him. "Baseball cap," she'd point out, and the next day, "Baseball cap," and the next day, "Baseball cap." Eventually, she asked him to step into the farm's office. "Sweetie, I'm not calling you baseball cap as a nickname. I'm telling you a baseball cap is not part of the dress code." "Oh, shit. Shucks, Miss Chrissy. Sorry about that," Polly said, grabbing the cap with his whole hand and dragging it from his skull like a shameful toupee. "This isn't casual Society Ranch, Polly. It's polite Society Ranch. But you're welcome to wear a cowboy hat if you'd like." "Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry again." Chrissy reached into a desk drawer and lifted 2 gifts, each neatly wrapped in thick, glossy white paper and sturdy red velvet ribbons, tied into big, blossoming bows. One package was large, one smaller.